Hey, this is Daniel for Adorama. I'm here in the world headquarters in New York City with the new Lytro Illume. What's great about this camera is it's got this new technology where the micro lenses on the sensor allow you to pick up not just a light, but also depth. So essentially you can create images where the focal point can change. So you can create kind of like a live image. Essentially, when this thing's on the web, people can choose to click on a foreground object in your image or a background object, and the image will actually shift. So even though it's got very shallow depth of field, which creates a really beautiful image, let's say on a portrait, I can then click behind the subject and see what's behind them. Let's say their art that they produce or a collection on the wall. So it's going to be a great tool for, let's say, editorial portraits and those kind of things. So when a lot of people hear about this technology, the first thing they're thinking is, oh, well, I just don't have to focus anymore. But that's not really the case. What you're actually doing is you're making multiple choices. You're choosing to focus on certain items within your scene that you're then going to draw the viewer through later. It's almost like you're shooting a very, very short movie. Not only is this camera going to be great for portraiture, where you can get more of the environment in on your subject and the shallow depth of field that people love, but it's also great for still life photographers, food photographers, things where you want to focus on a certain point, but also the whole environment is important. This is also going to be a great tool for 3D photographers and people that shoot landscapes and want to show just a huge depth. The camera has 8x optical zoom, which is a 30 to 250 millimeter equivalent at a constant f2 aperture. It has 1 to 3 macro capabilities. It's a drive-by-wire zoom and focus. There's also real-time depth assistance and dynamic focus range histogram, so you can figure out where your depth of focus is going to be. You can compose, render, and refocus for the perfect result. It has an auto exposure lock, autofocus, ISO, shutter speed, and white balance control. You can also program the functions of certain dials and buttons. Has a hot shoe for external flash, built-in Wi-Fi. It uses SD cards and USB 3. And the images can be posted to social networks and the Lytro online community, or embedded into HTML5 and WebGL compatible sites and blogs. So I'd like to thank Lytro for letting us use the Illume. It's a really cool new technology, but what I'd like to know is what you think of this camera. How would you use it in your workflow? Leave some comments below. Like and share this video, and be sure to subscribe to Adorama TV, and I'll see you next time.